Alright guys, I'm all set up here. I'm got my trailer, chainsaw, and then I got this firewood. I'm gonna cut up these big logs here so I can transport them easier, and just because I want to cut them up. So yeah. Hey guys, just a quick little interruption here. I by no means am a professional when it comes to a saw or chainsaw, power saw, whatever you want to call it. I'm still looking, trying to figure out my filing and get it down. As you can see here, I'm doing what's called noodling, so I'm cutting it longitudinally, I guess with the grain you would say, not against the grain, and that can produce those long little noodles. So it's going pretty good here, and my chain seems to be cutting pretty good. Now this is a 590 Timberwolf. It's kind of a pretty good homeowner saw. So you can see now it's starting to throw some chips instead of those noodles. So it just really depends on, I don't really know, just the situation. Maybe my filing, I think, is not too great, but I guess it just depends on the angle I'm cutting it at, because you'll see another log, I don't know if the wood was a lot harder, but it just didn't really want to get through it. It was starting to cut weird, and I don't add a lot of pressure, force it down or anything like that, because I don't want to wear out the bar, and I want to try to keep my chain speed up. See how it's kind of a little bit crooked there, but not horrible. But the weird thing is okay, that cut mark would be going to let's see. Yeah, it would be going to the left if I flipped it the other way, and then I sharpened the right side more because I thought it was going more towards the left side. But like I said, I don't know. I'm still learning with this chain sharpening stuff. But you can see it's cutting pretty good through here. and it doesn't have a lot of, I think it's a 49 or 50cc saw, so it's not crazy, and it's a 20-inch bar. So pretty good, you know, if you need to do, you know, this occasionally. It doesn't really cut through super fast or anything. But that's what I'm trying to learn the saw as best I can. So that one's pretty good. And then you'll see here in a sec that it just starts to not really cut too good. And I keep it away from the dirt. I kind of keep it away from
Chainsaw's kind of sounding weird. Also, it's cutting a little bit to an angle. And that's cutting okay.
Yeah, I don't really know if it was really sounding weird. I think it was just muffled by my earmuffs. And this saw is kind of new to me. Um, I'm coming up from a Craftsman, a cherry red Craftsman with a black handle. So it's a little bit different, you know, sounding. It has more power. But you can see here, like this is when it starts to just throw dust. It's not even throwing chips. But I think it was not maybe my filing, but I think it's just the way this wood grain was, honestly, because like it's still cutting. It's not like overheating, and the saw was sounding okay while doing it. It's not like super boggy or anything. But yeah, I'm just doing the best I can, guys. So you'll see I'm kind of inspecting it. Hey, what am I doing? Is it cutting? You know, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. You know, but what can you do? But I did before I left. I did cut a little bit on a pine tree over there, and the thing was ripping through the pine. So maybe I'll do another video if this guy will hit me back and get me back on the property. I think he still has some wood. And the boy over here wants to do some firewood. So, but yeah, I'm thinking about upgrading my saw. I'm pretty decent and I'm pretty safe, but I want a bigger bar because I kind of want to. I'm like 6 foot tall, and I want to be away from the chainsaw as much as possible, and I don't want to bend over as much as possible. So, so yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy some, and I might interject again. So, hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, just a quick interjection. Just so you know, when I did file this chain, I knew I was going to be cutting hardwood, so I didn't really file the rakers of the chain because I didn't want it to be too aggressive. and bog down the saw, and burn up my clutch or whatever. So I probably should have filed the rakers, when I'm there out in the field, but I do have them filed now, so I'm going to see, and then I'm just going to bring an extra chain that I haven't sharpened, but it is supposed to be a sharp chain, so whatever. But yeah, and I don't know what I'm saying over here, but it's probably not important. Yeah, I was saying here that it's not cutting at an angle anymore. It's cutting pretty good. And then watch me kick this log out the way. You ready? Get out of my way, log, now! Alright guys, here's a lesson. Watch this. Boom, did you see that little kickback? So you guys gotta be careful. You just always kind of make sure you know where your tip's at and how it's angled. So right there, I wasn't getting careless because you saw I still had control, but it did kick back a little bit on me. So you just want to be careful. And you'll notice I always kind of try to, use my arms and stand back away from the saw as much as possible. But that's why I kind of want to move to a bigger bar. I've seen some people run a 24-inch bar on one of these, but I don't know if that would be too much for this little thing. So yeah. Yeah, for just whatever reason, man, like you saw, like when I was cutting the little piece prior, the little cookie, the little end piece off against the grain, it was making chips great. But here you can see it's just making like sawdust. And it's not really like it's getting through it, but it's like not liking it. So, and then it's starting to cut at an angle. And like I said, I'm not really using a lot of pressure. I'm trying to teeter totter it because I don't want to, mess up my bar, mess up my chain, or mess up my chainsaw. So.
All right, I'm gonna load up some of these. Alright guys, I'm all set and loaded up. I just gotta strap them in. But I'm going to shut this gate. But also, I cut the sharp parts off of all of these stumps. There's 2 stumps right there. So I cut those sharp parts off for them. And I don't know why the guys, they left these so high. And then this tree There's not even any foliage on it. And then this thing over here is cut weird. And then that's not cut. So just weird. It's definitely, the job was a definite cut and leave it. But I thanked him, and he's a super nice guy. And I'm shutting this gate, and I may be back if he still has some. But I'm gonna strap these in, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.